is Phil's going to be holding this Kimura, and I'm going to put my arm through, kind of like we just did, but a little bit more shallow. And then take a hip switch, a step over, one hop, and here. Okay? So we're coming all the way around. And it's essentially, for you guys that have done the 180 armbar, when we go from here, it's very much like this armbar. Right? We're here. We've done this a lot of times, most of us. It's essentially that, but it looks fancier, but it's actually easier if you time it right. The trick is, it's not going to be possible if he's shut your leg down really tight. So if he's in half guard and he's caught it and he's locked you down, you have to deal with it more in other ways like you just did. Because you're not going to be able to step out. But if he's left his leg even a little bit out, or maybe some of the other moves we've done where we were scrambling and he was switching sides and things like that, maybe he ended up here and he felt a sense of security because he had a quarter guard. But this is usually still pretty easy to step out. So he has me this way, he's trying to attack. When I come around, I need to have this leg switch to go where this one is. So if I have to step out, I'm going to go from here. You do kind of a lateral shuffle step here. So I want my elbow has to be, his elbow has to be on that side of my body, and I need to switch. So I need to make sure that he's on this side. So when he's here, I'm going to punch through and bring it this way. That's one of the really key details. So his elbow has to end up on my sternum. I can also stop there, and I can switch and go for a Kimura if I want. But if he's still connected to me, it makes it really nice to go from here and essentially go right to the end. And so that concept we talked about where some people are grabbing Kimuras from different positions, if you do the thing we talked about where you're switching sides and you're switching this way and that, that's the way to not allow things like this to happen. Meaning if he's here and I did step out, when I get here, if he switches to the other side, I'm still engaged, right? I could get knocked over. Kimura trap, back attack. So the timing detail is going to be, let's say, I think this is a good position where it's relatively realistic, right? Quarter guard, because he feels secure. Most people, if they know they have a decent guard, they're not going to attack if they have nothing on the leg, typically. But he has it here. I have it safe enough. I'm going to just use an instep, hop out. Again, I want him on his side. And he's going to want to be on this side because he's strong here and he's going to try and use it. So I'm going to switch, step over as much as I can, and I want to slide his arm by, meaning I want it to slide over like that. You can go right to this. I often like to do this because I know it's not going to allow him to scramble. So if I keep this pin down, when I go here, he's going to be very tight to me. And then if I go from here, I can switch to my own Kimura grip. I can finish the arm. I'm being a bit loose with the grip just because my wrist is a bit messed up. But you can play with many different grips from here. That's the easy part. So again, from here, I want to stay low and safe. He wants to be on the side. Small step, posting on his body, step over, make sure the elbow clears. Okay. Another thing that is common, you'll see people that have good control of the arm will often grab the other arm when they're taking it. Because everybody likes to do this. And when you pull the other arm forward before they do that, it stops that. So the best they can typically do is this. Again, I'm grabbing a little tighter than I'm doing normally, just because of my wrist, but that's going to be the key detail is keep him on the side. If he knows this, the second that you step out, they're going to flip onto their back and do that switch. So you can see how all these moves are interacting together, right? They're kind of like a whole intersection of attack, defense, counter, passing, counter the passing with a sub. It's an entire position. Okay, let's work on that one.